is the thief of the present moment, robbing us of precious opportunities day in and day out. And a lot of men live in their heads more than they live in the world these days, worried about things they can't control, such as what's gonna happen 10 days from now, what's gonna happen a year from now, what if I'm doing the wrong things at the wrong time? All these questions stop a lot of guys from really cherishing the moment, causing them to waste precious time with their family members, friends, and loved ones. And the truth is this, when it comes to the future, we cannot control it the way we want. God forbid tomorrow we could all die by a fat ass alien. The closest connection we have to the future is our belief in God and our Bible verses. That's the only time we can really get a feel for where we're at and where we're going. And what I mean by that is this, if you're putting in the work, you're doing the right things, God's gonna give you signs to reinforce you that you're on the right path. So recently I was up here editing, working on a YouTube video, when all of a sudden a feather flew right on my balcony. Mind you, I live on the 17th floor of a high rise with a 50 square foot balcony, right? And I literally seen the feather fly, like, the chances of that happening are not very high. So when I seen it literally with my own two eyes fly onto my balcony, I was like, that has to be a sign from God. And vice versa, when I'm doing things I'm not supposed to be doing, like being lazy, procrastinating, just taking my sweet time and not trusting the process and doubting God, I usually get reinforcements that I'm on the wrong path when I'm doing these things. Like I'll drop a glass or something weird will happen where I don't have much control, but it still affects me. But you know when you're hurt, when there's a sign from God. Like I don't believe in a lot of those number shit. I don't believe that number shit. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't believe in numbers like that as far as, you know, that being a sign from God. If that's what you believe in, do you, but that's just not me. I need to see a clear-cut sign from God and it needs to smack me in my face that this is what's going on and this is what you need to do. And that's the saddest part about the world. We consistently get feedback from God that shows us where we're at in life, but a lot of times we ignore it. So I knew a friend back home where I'm from that used to hang out with dudes he shouldn't have been hanging out with, right? So one night he's driving back home after hanging out with them dudes and he gets into a car accident out of nowhere. Like it was just like something completely crazy just happened to him. And I asked him, I said, bro, you don't think that's a sign from God that maybe you should try to kind of stay away from these dudes if some shit like that happened afterwards? He was just like, no, I don't know. Why are you so anxious about the future when you're not even handling the current moment? If God's showing you every day that you're doing the wrong things, why are you so worried about 10 years from now? Win the fucking day first. And then there's some guys who are working hard, are listening to God and taking the right signs, but are still anxious about the future. And a lot of these guys are concerned that they're working hard on the wrong things. But it's crucial to know one thing. Life is not a linear path. Sometimes when you're working hard on the wrong things, that's giving you the skills and the mentality that you need for when the right time comes. And look at it like this. A lot of you guys played sports in high school. You might not necessarily went pro in them, but they taught you a lot about yourself and about life. How to be disciplined, how to have goals, how to work as a team, how to be a leader, or just training your mind about the long-term gratification that comes with hard work. I'm not saying that just working hard is enough. I'm not saying that, you know, if you're working at McDonald's every day for a year, you're gonna get way more skills than a dude who's doing the right things, like, you know, working at a fucking sales job. I'm just saying that the hard work you're putting in now is gonna give you the tools you need to ultimately unlock your true potential. And let's take it a step further. Life is literally like an RPG. You don't just, you know, do the main quest and then ultimately you just win in life. You have to do the side quests. You have to do the things you don't necessarily want to do. You have to level up and grind and farm out certain spots so that way you can get to the next level. Instead of worrying about what life's gonna look like years from now, let's take it day by day, minute by minute, and win the day, win the week, win the month. You guys get so caught up in the future that you're not able to execute in the moment. By concentrating on getting the small victories, that's gonna propel us into the long-term wins. You guys cannot expect to not work hard every day, but expect a year from now you're gonna be fucking a rich millionaire. It's not gonna happen. If you guys put in a little work each week and then just take off the rest of the week, you're never gonna be able to hit those goals that you wanna hit, which is why you're anxious. Deep down, if you're working hard and you're putting your all into it, you know. When it comes to this YouTube shit, when it comes to this self-improvement shit, I put my all into it. If let's say, God forbid, something happens where I don't blow up, I don't become successful at this, I don't have any regrets. Like, I cannot control that YouTube algorithm. You cannot control if that girl's gonna curve you. You cannot control if you get laid off 5 years from now at your job. Only thing you can control is what you're doing on a daily basis and what you're feeding yourself and what you're ultimately putting yourself through. And the very beautiful thing about life is that we're almost guaranteed to win if we work hard enough. For example, if you post a YouTube video for the next 10 years, every single day of your life, you're gonna blow up eventually. You're gonna have at least a couple thousand subscribers. And so that's where social media gets toxic. We're always comparing ourselves to others, always kind of trying to get the next best thing. So just appreciate what you have while you're here, enjoy the day, work hard every day, And ultimately, don't let your mind control you. And so if no one said it, I believe in you. So it's time to unlock the chains that anxiety has in your brain and ultimately reach your potential. With that said, my name is KJTheBlackAce. I post on social media. I post on here consistently. Very good content. Again, I'm the most underrated content creator in the space. And with that said, holla back at me. Peace.